I lost my nigga. I lost my niggas and I lost myself. I lost my granny 4 days before Tone Bell. I lost chasing and I felt my whole world melt. Ain't had no choice but to put my heart up on the shelf. Cause when Tone died, all I knew was slide. Stalking niggas every day, we was on niggas' ass.
Elevated Talks and this thing. You got your boy Stand Out in the building. You know how I'm feeling. We got some special guests here today kicking it with us at Elevated Talks. Go ahead and tell them, the cameras, who you are.
King Vell, man. Fresh out of Chicago, man. Chicago to Las Vegas, man. We out here. GMC, ITG, man.
Big K, a.k.a. Killer Kizzle. From Jackson, Mississippi. Gulfport, Mississippi. All the way from that crooked letter all the way to Vegas. You already know how it go.
That's interesting. Okay, so, Vell, you from Chicago. Tell us about, I mean, everybody knows Chicago, just Sire shit, you know, they know Common, you know, Dirk, you know, and a few other artists or whatever, Keek. What makes you stand out from other artists from Chicago? And two, like, what made you come to Vegas?
Well, you know, I got my own story, you feel me? Everybody got their own story. You know, I got my own story. You know, from Chicago growing up. You know, I had to go through what I went through, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the main thing, but you know, I'm versatile, you feel me? That's another thing. I can make all type of songs.
Okay, so Jackson, Mississippi.
Yes, sir.
Jackson, Mississippi, people don't know, it's like this big, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like most people be like, from Jackson that I know, they be like, yeah, I'm from Atlanta or something, or they be like, I'm from Nashville, or you know what I mean? Like, I lived in Nashville, that's why. And what brung you to Vegas?
It's just like being in the service and stuff. Like, I've been like trained to be like a lot more fast paced.
Mm-hmm.
And just being fast-paced in a slow city ain't working for me. So,
yeah, like,
Vegas is more up my speed.
Okay. How y'all like Vegas?
I like Vegas.
Yeah, I love it out here.
Vegas,
this is like the Chicago/California transplant
pretty much,
city,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, everybody, a lot of people, like my co-host, best friend, that motherfucker, he's from Chicago too, from the South Side. You know, he would never move back. You know, he said, I'm cool. Like, I'm set up like a king in Vegas and shit. Shout out to Danny B. I'm set up like a king in Vegas. I don't know if I could go back to Chicago. Ain't nothing for me out there no more. You know, what about, is the feeling mutual with you, or?
Man. Chicago, man. That shit's just fucked up. Hell yeah, though. I mean, that's definitely for sure. Like, you know, that's another, you know, one of the main reasons, you know, just coming to Vegas, you know, for better opportunities and, you know, just so I can really have a clear mind and really chase my dream, you know. Like, you know, Chicago, that shit distracting, man. You know?
Who's your favorite artist from Chicago?
Favorite artist from Chicago? Ooh, my favorite artist, man.
That Shy likes.
Shit. Me, shit.
All right, I take that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's like, so.
I ain't gonna lie. I've been doing this shit.
So what made you start rapping? Like,
really, you know, watching my brother and them, you feel me? My brother and his friends, my big brother and shit. You know, they had the little mic, desktop computer, line wire and shit. They used to be making songs and shit, so I really started off rapping they songs, you feel me? Like,
yeah.
You know, acting like they was mine and shit. I was
young
as hell, though. I was in like 6th grade. But
okay.
I started writing my own shit, though, and I was going just as crazy, you feel me? Like, yeah, so, yeah, I got that shit off my brother and them.
And Kay, what about you? What made you like you into music and all that stuff? Like, what made you really get into the music scene and shit like that?
Man, like pretty much like I just developed it over time. I've been like writing since I was like in the 8th grade. And, you know, watching Rap City growing up like around that era. And I was just like, okay, so I started writing my bars and
Bet
stuff.
you thought you was a hardest spitter too, huh?
For real, I thought I was. I ain't gonna
Jackson,
lie.
Mississippi's finest.
For real.
Okay.
Reality will hit you quick. So when it hits you quick, you go harder and harder, you know what I'm saying? And like switching stuff up. So, you know, just watching how people moving and everything like that. Like starting out writing in the 90s, you know, like 99, 2000, Juvenile, No Limit era,
okay.
Cash Money era. You know what I'm saying? I just like got better and better as like time passed.
Damn, the 99 to 2000.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man, that was a special time. That's when a lot of Southern rap was really, I mean, it was always out there, but like that's when they really started getting like the popularity and stuff, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And they was doing it at a big level, you know.
And that was like before streaming, like actual CDs were
Motherfuckers was selling
pressed
CDs.
or whatever.
Motherfuckers was selling CDs out their trunk, and like motherfuckers was really buying them and stuff. Or you go into like a record shop, and like you know the counter of the record shop, it'd be like fucking all these underground artists shit, like sitting right there.
Yeah,
like, for sale.
they be right up there in the front. I remember like before I moved out here and when Bebop was open up, like Bebop was like, it was like they had all the music. I'm talking about like mainstream, underground, all that stuff. And I think DJ Fingerprint, he was like with Banner and Kamikaze. I go and see him like there's the Bebop over there north side. I go and see him and just holler at him sometimes and I'll buy something or whatever. And I reach out to him sometimes. But yeah, man, like that CD era was crazy, man. Yeah, before streaming came, man.
Yeah, I used to
in
be
that
the CD man.
era. I ain't gonna lie. I had plenty CDs, bro.
How many CDs did you steal is the question. How many CDs did you steal?
I had my own CDs.
Oh, okay, because
on
I
my
was
own
gonna say,
songs, and I used to sell them.
okay,
to the
yeah,
hood,
so
like,
you're a young entrepreneur and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna say everybody used to sell CDs at one point in their life.
I used to do that too. No, I swear to God, on everything I love, I used to be at the gas station. Kingdom Come, I remember that Jay-Z came out. We bootlegged 100 of them up. We posted at the gas station.
You know what? Yeah, the main album that I bootleg. I ain't gonna lie. Sorry, Jay. You know, when I was like in, you know, around high school and shit like that, it was not for me. It was the Black Album. The Black Album made me a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So I was selling them like, look, man, I stole your Black Album and a Nick Cannon album for like $5 for $5, and motherfuckers was eating that shit up. They didn't listen to Nick Cannon. But they was definitely buying it. Hey, you got the Black Album? You got the Black Album? Yeah, I definitely do. I definitely do. So you selling the like the CD out, you know, just hustling it. Like, how was that? Was it like? Cause some people they have success doing it. Some people they like, yeah, I don't know if I want to do this shit anymore.
Shit, the whole hood had the CD. You feel me? Like, who was rocking with me? But you know, it was like I ain't really wasn't too much success. I was selling CDs though. You feel me?
Okay.
That's just the way we was putting my music out at the time. That was like 10 years ago.
When that Piff was popping.
Yeah, that's when that Piff was.
That's when if you was that dude, if you was on that Piff.
Yeah, I got shit on that Piff though.
I got stuff on that Piff.
Yeah, I remember that Piff. That was an era, man. That was an era.
Live mixtapes.
That was a fun era. Like the mixtape era was a fun era.
Real fun.
Okay, both of you guys. What got you guys? How'd you guys meet Sloop?
I used to work at the Westin back in the day, like 2013.
Okay.
And then, like, you know, Sloop came in with the perm, the drip, you know what I'm saying? Had a banger with her, you know what I mean? Like, just stone cold with it, and, you know? So I'm like, what do you do, you know? And, you know, she was like, she told me what she do. She promoter or whatever. So I got her info, and so we've been keeping in touch ever since.
Yeah,
Bro,
that's special, man.
I met Sloop like, man, I met Sloop like, I was probably like 19, 20 on bro. We been locked in though ever since though, man. You know, she got introduced by my peoples, LB, introduced us. You know, she took us right on tour. Me and Cuz took us right on tour. You feel me? We locked in ever since. She been putting me on tours ever since, man. And I remember when we first locked in, man, we in the 550 Benz on bro big body. We take a trip all across town from Chicago to Vegas. Bro, we drove that whole trip, bro. And we just been locked in ever since though.
The thing
Bro,
about Sloop is that like one thing you could say anything you want, right? But one thing about Sloop is she gon' find a way to promote the fuck out of somebody. That's one. She gonna find a way to talk shit. That's two. And she gonna have a bad bitch with her. That's three.
That's
You know what I'm
for damn
saying?
sure.
That's for sure.
That's for
you
damn
like,
sure.
Like, man, how is this motherfucker getting them? Like, god damn, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Cold blooded with it.
yeah, I was like, man, you know, like every time, you know, or she'll be with an artist that that you don't know yet, and then like all of a sudden, like next thing you know, you might see him on like Love and Hip Hop, shit like that, or whatever the case is. You're like, what the fuck? I just seen this motherfucker with Sloop on Facebook or some shit, you know, I just seen this artist here. Now this motherfucker doing tours, promoting tours and shit, you know. So that's crazy. It's funny how shit comes around full circle or whatever.
Yeah,
you know?
it's crazy.
So you got the lore with Sloop. You guys, you know, riding around and shit. You got the artist development package.
Pretty much. That's what you want to call it, man, bro.
So what is your goals?
Been
Like for like, let's say the next 5 years, what is your goals that you want to accomplish as an artist? And then we'll go, let's say 5 goals that you want to accomplish as an artist and 5 goals as a man in whole that you want to accomplish.
All right, like, you know, my main goal is like, you know, building generational wealth, man. Like, you know, and we learning, you know, the how to, you know, do corporate business, learning, you know, how to get corporate credit and all that. So we learning, you know, it's a process though, but I say that's one of my goals, you know, learning, you know, how to do more business as a corporation, you feel me? And I want to have a, you know, I ain't gonna lie, before we even start doing this, I definitely want to have a rental business, like an exotic car rental business, you feel me?
Kind of like a Toro type of.
Yeah,
okay.
like, yeah. Exotic car, yeah, that's, you know, we working on that right now, though, you feel me? I want to have a studio, open my own, you know, studio, record label studio, you know. Shout out Sloop, you feel me? Inspired, you know, she been doing that. You know, one of the main things we always want to do, you feel me? Want to buy our OG a house, you feel me? Big crib. Big crib car, you know. That's one of my goals for sure. Bless OG. You know, just another goal, just being more positive, you feel me? Like eating right, living right, you know, keeping our mind right, you know. Basically just being more positive and healthy, you feel me? That's another goal. Far as the music, I got plenty projects, but you know, we focusing on my single right now.
Shout out your single.
My single?
Yeah, shout it out on
the single. King Vell, Lost Myself, you feel me? It's a tribute to my peoples that I just recently lost the past couple years. You feel me? That's my next single that's dropping on all platforms. You know, we shot the video already. started promoting the video today. You know, they eating it up. They ready for it. You know,
We're definitely
we getting the promo and the marketing together.
So
King Vell, Lost Myself.
like listening to Lost Yourself, like you could definitely feel like you. To me, it sounds like exactly what the title is, but like you know, you lost yourself in what happens in life, period. But you on the other side of that, you know what I'm saying? That's, to me, that's why I get out the song. And I was listening to, I listened to it a couple times actually, and I'm trying to like dissect and pick something I don't like. That's what I typically do. I DJ and shit, you know. And I'm trying to pick like something that I really don't like, and I couldn't really find nothing about the song. Like the production was good, like how you was spinning. Like I'm more of like I like gritty rap and shit.
Yeah,
like, I'm
for sure.
more like a Ransom, Benny the Butcher,
Yeah.
Conway, and all Griselda and shit like that. I mean, I listen to everything because I DJ and shit. But like me personally, like that's my style. But like every so often you hear somebody that that kind of stands out, and just from that song, I was like, damn, all right, like I want to hear some more. And like I told you before we start recording this shit, I was like, oh shit, let me go down this rabbit hole and look at more songs and shit. So since you had that song Lost Yourself, I found another song called Lost, but it was from a different artist. But the artist kind of remind me of how like you got like kind of like a melodic kind of, I wouldn't say melodic, but like it's hard to explain. It's Chicago sound, you know. You could definitely tell that you from Chicago, but you're not like, I wouldn't say you're not like, to me you don't remind me of a drill rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know how like everybody when they think of Chicago they think of drill or Common, maybe
Right,
Kanye
'cause
too.
I'm versatile, you know. I know how to step out the box. You feel me? Like I said, right now I'm working on all type of different music. You feel me? Like, but yeah, I'm definitely versatile though. That's the only song you heard though.
That's the only song. Well, that because I thought the other songs was yours.
Right.
So,
No, I got plenty.
okay.
I got
You gotta
plenty
send to me
songs on
after.
YouTube though.
Oh yeah, I heard
got
some
shit on
songs.
Spotify.
I heard 2 songs on YouTube, but I was on Apple Music.
Yeah.
And I, you know, typed in your name like, let me go down this rabbit hole one time. And like I said, I was listening to the wrong artist. So that was my mistake, you know.
I mean, you know, I'm just really finna flood that bitch, man. We, you know, I don't whoever that, I don't know.
They got a lot of
you know,
fucking downloads and streams. Cause I'm listening to this shit,
it,
put it in a playlist and shit. And like, cause I'm like, oh shit, this song lost. You know, I'm like, this song hard. You know what I'm saying? And it was like another song called like Bad Something or whatever.
You got a real life superstar in front of you right there. He got 3 labels that's chasing after him right now just off his music. Not about no numbers, none of that shit.
That's good.
You feel what I'm talking
Yeah,
about? They just went to
exactly.
They just had us over there this weekend over there in Hollywood with Velcro Records. Shout out to them. And then, you know, we got Kanye West manager John Monopoly working with us. You know what I'm saying? They got us coming back to LA for the Grammy week with a major label looking at him, you know what I'm saying? We have another label, you know what I'm saying? Like this kid here he a real one.
yeah, you feel me? That's why like I just know what I gotta do. Like I ain't got no hating words for nobody, whoever. Like I got shit on wax for 11 years ago. You feel me? I been King Vell. You feel me? Like, I ain't worried about none of that. I know we finna drop this music and you feel me?
We're gonna reschedule and do this too, and that way you can have a more
Yeah.
understanding.
Well, we gonna put all the right music in the link, and we gonna have it on the intro as well. You know, because motherfuckers definitely, if they haven't heard, they definitely need to hear this from this. Like who produced the song?
This guy named Better Make Hits, bro.
Okay.
Better Make Hits, yeah.
That shit is hard.
He produced a lot of my hits.
Did he master it too?
Nah, he ain't mastered.
Mix it.
I got it.
We do. Let me let you later. I'm sorry.
Nah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he should have sat your ass down, goddamn. But shit, Lil Rio, he mixed and mastered it in the studio. You feel me?
Okay.
And engineer in the studio, and we did get some extra mix and master. Yeah.
Master, not mixed, but master.
Yeah, master.
Yeah, because that shit was like sometimes like people they might get the shit mixed, but like you could tell like it wasn't like a top quality mix or master or whatever. It sounded like, you know, somebody from down the street probably did it or whatever. Even though like, and they might have a budget, but like it sounded like the right person didn't mix or master their shit. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm listening to that shit, especially in my whip. I'm like, damn, this shit sound good. You know what I'm saying?
I go to Top Notch Studios,
You know,
man.
the people that we had to do the double master, we was just checking out their system.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't even do the big boy mastering situation. We just did they have like some new, you might know as a DJ, some new technology mastering system that is, I'll send you the name of it, and that way you can maybe edit it in.
Mm-hmm.
But the one that they use is, you know, radio standard and all that for today. But there's a new one that they have that they also use, but we didn't use that. So if you're saying that it's good right there, then if we had one with that monster, it probably would have, you know, been even better.
Yeah, so I mean, I wouldn't fuck with it again, but I mean, if it's gonna enhance it like that, then fuck it, you know.
I'm gonna send you the name of the new mastering program that they have.
Okay.
You know, like I said, I just do business with these people. I don't know them personally, nothing like that, but I know, you know, Bernie Grubman from back in the day. Everybody was using him. You know what I'm saying? So when I seen what they was doing, I was like, okay, they got the same. They're on the same level. So I tried them out. They actually out of Europe. You see what I'm saying? And then
yeah.
So I'd like to.
They be first to the shit too. Europe, like overseas, a lot of places overseas, they be having like different, a lot of different shit that we don't have here, or we're not. A lot of us is not privy to here when it comes to like certain different mixing, mastering, production, shit like that. You be like, damn, these motherfuckers did this shit from fucking Europe. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
they be going in.
Because their culture is about huge club partying. So their sound and their mixing is a lot different because of their actual culture. You know what I'm saying? They're not, you know, their club scene is unbelievable. I mean, you know, like in the United States, you have states that have club scenes.
Yes.
But the whole Europe, you know, is you having a party scene. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know every island or every, you know, sector of Europe, but as far as the music, you know,
it's different.
Some of the biggest DJs in the world that come from over there.
That's where they're from.
Here,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So they know their sound is like you said. You're a DJ, so you're listening to something different. Than somebody that's just buying the music or a fan of the music is listening to. So
I was like I said, I listen to this like something totally different from like my ears are trained different. I say like that, so I listen. To it. What do you guys got coming up? Like, do you guys got any shows, tours?
Yeah, we we
Got some around March.
booking out. We always booked on shows. You feel me? Like, and you know we work on tours too. But we definitely got a few shows coming up. But we got a main show like March 17th. We're gonna be doing in Arizona.
What part of Arizona?
Big show. What part of Arizona
Phoenix.
it is?
we at the Aura nightclub on Mill Avenue, Mill Street, right across the street from the university.
Okay, I know.
Tempe, Arizona, I believe it is. Aura,
I ain't sure about
nightclub.
that.
Yeah,
I used to
okay.
do my school. I used to do my go out there when it was School of Rocks. And I used to do my showcases over there with Wayne Williams from he was the A&R from Sony Records at the time.
Okay, yeah. Arizona is a hot spot.
Yeah,
they Arizona, because it's like it's not a lot of artists from Arizona, so they like artists from everywhere. You know what I'm saying? They come out and they go, especially around the colleges like ASU and shit like that. And
yeah, that's exactly where it's at, right there on that street. Where all the colleges party.
They go hard. I used to be in Arizona.
Yeah, we finna turn that bitch upside down though, man. You know, we finna turn that bitch.
I got a good fan base out there.
So I'm doing this compilation album. It's called Wavy Women Love R&B. It ain't really y'all shit, but I want to double back with some rap shit, because I did an album last year, like for my network, which is Elevated One. And it was cool, you know, I got a couple artists, but the thing, I don't really like dealing with artists as much no more, or certain artists, because like it depends on who their handlers are and, you know, how motivated they are, because a lot of people, they'll say, oh yeah, I do this, ew. And then like when you got the music ready and shit, a lot of them they'll be like nowhere to be found and stuff. I'm like, look, man, I done got the producers, I got the studios set up, like I got
Man,
the
I ain't
overdub,
gonna
I
lie,
got
man.
Sinatra, I got what I'm saying, I got everybody know that I'm tapped into studios and shit. So I'm like, okay, like motherfucker,
We be
like
turned, man.
yeah, like
I ain't gonna lie. Like I got a whole tape strictly like off the vibes. We call it off the vibes. You feel me? Long live my boy Chasing, man. That's how he used to make all his songs. He just go in the studio, play the beat. You feel me? And just go in. You feel me, bro? So I made a whole tape like that, inspired off bro. You feel me? We naming the tape Off the Vibes. Me and my homie, bro, Murder.
Yeah, when I'm on a tight budget, I record at home.
yeah, no, I feel that.
Yeah,
Make
I mean,
sure-
we be ready though.
At
So
this point, it ain't, like, I'm not advising everybody to, but if you know what the fuck you doing, if you got the right shit, like, why
Yeah,
not?
definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you could get the same quality, if not better, and save some money for other shit.
Exactly.
I know a dude. He got his whole second bedroom is a studio, but it look like this. You know what I mean? And it's dope. You know what I mean? And yeah, y'all definitely. When y'all got some shit coming, y'all definitely got first before you even put it out. You gotta send it to me. I'll break that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
that's
We have it
real.
on podcast and
Tell
shit.
me
real.
if we send it to you, what you gonna do to break it? I want to know that about you because I'm gonna send it to you to. This
Look,
period.
so first things first. Like my fans is unmatched. Like so shout out to Tazak Jr. During the pandemic, we helped him sell $12,000 worth of physical copies of his music. Well, it was the digital, but it was his album before he put it out on the stream, the DSPs and shit, with candles, all that shit. And so we got fans overseas, and those overseas fans is our biggest fans. So like, I'm not just gonna put it on this video.
shout out UK, man.
Yeah, shout out to
Shout
UK.
out
We
to
got
UK.
fans out there
Just
too,
did a big,
bro.
interview over there that's on Tubi.
Yeah,
UK.
bro.
You know who fuck with like rap heavy to Asia? They rap and
Let me-
podcast.
Funny.
Let me. I don't want to get in the way of your thing, but
Yeah.
we're gonna extend, and I would like to know what you can do. To
Oh, yeah.
because we just hired,
Yeah.
the biggest marketing team towards marketing the marketing team that market Kanye, Justin Bieber, that type of level of people.
Okay, yeah. So
we
that's good.
Yeah, and we're gonna do our own thing too.
yeah, as you should.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're not gonna just sit back and
Yeah.
do that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do our own thing too. So whatever you can bring to the table, I like everything, the feel, the energy,
Yeah.
everything. The
For
vibe.
now.
I love it.
My thing is
sure.
like this. It's for me, like it's free to promote motherfuckers, and you know what I'm saying. Like if I fuck with them,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
exactly.
saying. So why not do it? All I have to do is press the button. Like I do 5, 6, 7, 8 podcasts, different podcasts. Put a motherfucker on the intro, put their link in the intro, and be like, oh shit, okay, who's this? That shit kind of hard. I'm gonna click on their link because their music is in the bio. You know what I'm saying? Most
Right.
like I said, most of our fans they still
Well, I'll tell you
listen
this.
to audio
See,
over
it's-
video.
that's
so-
organic
My
promo.
advice,
Yeah.
And make sure that he's handle PR. Make sure he got interviews, this, that, and the other. I'm gonna offer you a spot where you could do elevated at night, and I'm gonna have you. I'll give you a space where you can that overlooks all of Las Vegas, and you can come do some nighttime podcasting with a back view that the whole city scene.
Say less.
It's
But
a
I gotta
movie.
be satisfied with your work.
Just
You see what I'm
just
saying?
just
But I got
watch.
a space for you, and I need him interviewed on all the shit in Las Vegas. I need a PR person to handle Vegas. I have the marketing.
Look, so
situation.
I'm tapped in the Faded Truth podcast. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that podcast. Shout out to Angela and Faded Truth.
Okay.
2 women, 2 opinions. Most of the podcasts, the big podcasts out here that's really doing big shit, they definitely I'm definitely cool with them. Just like I was telling them earlier. Like I'm not affiliated with TDE. I just know people that with TDE. I know, like you say, you like Sir. I know Sir. You know what I'm saying? We ain't buddy, but I know people that's buddy with. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, that's
to
real.
me, my thing is like this. I feel like with my connection, I'm a networking type of dude. With my networking connections, I just, hey, I need a verse from you. I need a verse from you. Let's get this verse together. We get this shit out. Woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of favors I got, motherfuckers give me, but I return the shit. They need me to promote some shit. They need me to buy some of their merch. They need me to promote their merch, send out their merch. No problem. Shout out to Sneak Apparel as well too. They just sent me a package. I appreciate y'all. If y'all don't know, I'll send you guys a link to Sneak Apparel. They're affiliated with Rick Ross and all them too.
Okay.
So they the ones that kind of set the plug. With Bel Air Rose at the time. Yeah, so they got fire ass merch and shit. So we definitely got to stay tapped in because I let my receipts and resume speak for itself.
Fact.
Yeah, that's real.
Fact.
Like I said, it's nothing for me to just put you on a couple of intros of a song. A couple of intros of a podcast, and motherfuckers like, hold on,
fact.
who's this?
Yeah.
Oh damn, that shit hard. Okay, whoa, I'm gonna go listen to this shit. So like I said, you'll see. Once this shit get out, you'll probably have the video gonna probably do 12, 13, 1400 views. Audio probably gonna do a shit ton of downloads and shit like that. So we gonna get faces out there.
Let's do it.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
On that note, anybody you want to shout out? Anything you want to say before we get the fuck out of here?
Man, shout out all my supporters, man. You feel me? Shout out Sloop Jones in the building. Shout out Killer and this bitch, man. You feel me? Hey, shout out, we GMC, you feel me? GMC the label, ITG, man.
We'll put all the links in the bios as well. We'll get everybody's shit in there too.
Yes, sir.
Free the guys, man. Free Tony, man. Free Nakaduya, man. They coming home real soon, man, bro.
Shit, free them.
Free
Any
them.
shout outs?
Oh man,
I want to shout out Jesus Christ and God Almighty. My
For
company,
sure, 100%.
ITG in the game, and I thank God.
Facts.
Understand? And I'd like to just be shouting out John Monopoly for accepting the position of my company, marketing my artists, which
Mr.
is
John.
Kanye's manager. You feel what I'm saying? And just everybody that has ever been a part of bought a ticket or whatever. Shout you people out because y'all the
Facts.
ones that made
Yeah, real talk.
in a city that I'm not from for 20 years and doing it amazing that I was able to do.
Where you originally from?
I'm from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? But I'm from.
But you've been out here for a minute though.
Yeah, I've been out here. I've been in Las Vegas for over 20 years. But I come from Fresno, California. I lived in Reno. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna shout out Reno. I'm gonna shout out Fresno. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna definitely shout out Vegas because that's what I represent is Las Vegas. Wherever I go, everybody know me. Vegas. I talk about Vegas artists and I do everything I can to support. The culture. I probably am a trendsetter of the culture at the same time, but the original culture. We try anyway, but like I said, man, and shout out Elevated, shout out Terrence, man, and we appreciate you, bro.
Yeah,
Take
all
you
day.
Definitely, real talk.
And shout out Keith Kizzle for show. You know what I'm saying, my business partner over there, and my artist King Vell. We're not gonna go as deep as our relationship really is. On this podcast, on this first go around, but we're
gonna have a part 2 coming.
Right. I'm
To be continued.
Someone that I personally, worked with as far as teaching him the business, like he was telling you. His goal is a corporate situation, not the rap is we're a lot beyond that, and the things that he was speaking on is things that we have already implemented. We're already going to Mercedes, getting them off the showroom floor.
Yeah, they did pull up here with 2 different Mercedes.
Come on,
Real talk.
Big body. I'm like, damn, man, let me go ahead and get some security in this bitch.
Right. That's just by the grace of God, and it's by us. Learning, taking classes, and
putting our resources together.
To doing the thing that we can teach the artists that's associated with ITG. you know, how to be businessmen.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You see King Vell, he coming here with a suit coat on. You know what I'm talking about?
Don't never do that,
Fresh.
Dad.
Don't never
Yeah,
do that.
fresh.
Yeah.
Looking-
You feel what I'm
Hey
saying?
man, your stock just went up
Come
with
on,
the,
man.
you know, with the shorties. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is that?
Hold on, let me
Come on,
say,
man.
let me say one person I definitely want to shout out is Deion Sanders. Oh, that's who motivates me.
Shout out to Deion
Country
Sanders.
Wayne, shout out to Deion, Country Wayne. You feel what I'm saying? Those type of people. You feel what I'm saying? That's really trying to change their lives, and somebody that always, you know, whenever I put a comment on their stuff is his girl, Tracy Edmonds. Shout out her, I take it. She's so down to earth. Let me say something. That woman graduated, what was it, Harvard or Stanford at 16 years old. Like, don't do that. And that with a career of, you know, being a female director, producer, putting out soul food. She's responsible for the career of John B., you know, legendary female. And that's Deion Sanders' girlfriend. And just everything they got going on, man. God is amazing. And we going to keep it on that standard because we know that we can't do amazing things if we do not believe in God first. And
Yes,
you know,
shout out to Most High.
right, giving these youngsters platforms to be able to express themselves in without having to express it in front of a judge. or police officer, somebody that's trying to do, you know, demean them rather than to uplift them and show them what they could really be as kings and, you know, as positive people. Like, nobody's gonna be perfect. You see what I'm saying? But if we can be assisting by just being a positive adults and giving wisdom and being able to have people like yourself that is giving, you know, the interviews and the things that they feel is necessary for them to be able to, you know, to flourish, to be able to be creators, to be able to be what the world is right now. This is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And if we aren't able to, you know, be a part of the success of a youngster, then we should not try to be a part of anything that that youngster has going on, because there's too many people out here that's being leading these kids down the road of perdition. You understand?
Yeah, for sure.
And ITG in the game, and I thank God.
In the
I'm going
game.
to stop being long-winded.
In the
and I
game.
just want to say thank you. King Vell, check him out, guys.
No bullshit though. Shout out over Dub though. No, like, you know.
Let me give our shout outs
It's
out
really
though.
like-
music or podcast over Doug got your ass.
Yeah, nah, this really like shit. Like my third interview shit like I ever had though. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, you feel me, like, but this shit, we finna turn up though.
Well,
Bro,
you,
this
I
shit
mean, you
gonna turn
on the
up,
right
though.
track, and I would say that continue doing what you're doing, and you know, don't get caught up in all, you know, all that extra shit. You know what I'm saying? Keep on doing what you're doing, because like, you know, like you see what's going on with Thug and Gunner and shit, and Gunner and all them YSL and shit, and you know, like that's not good news. You know what I'm saying? And we've seen plenty of other stories and shit like that. That, you know, you don't want to have to always question who really fucking with you in that type of way when your life is on the line. You know what I'm saying? Or you don't want to be behind shit, you know, talking about I'm coming home this day or that day. You know, you know, to me, you get way more pussy and way more money outside.
That's
you know what I'm
real.
saying? So on that note, we out. Peace.
Facts, gang.
All right.